Look, I'm here. I'm back. And I'm alive. I don't even remember when's the last time I actually streamed. But as the title says, I'm gonna make two sheets. And I'm gonna lock these in. Okay. I am making two character sheets, two OC sheets. Because I made one ages ago, but at the time I didn't have my drawing tablet, so... Is the music too loud? I have a feeling it is. Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's also loud on my end a bit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think that's a bit better. There's like two thingies. Oh, my mic's also picking up my fan. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna make Ina, and then we're also gonna make Tia. They're just two characters that I have made for a manga idea back. Well, I started making it back in January, and then I had to stop for a while because of just COVID and shit. And then I've graduated. I graduated school. That's the thing. I graduated school officially now. All I have to do is my state examinations. And yeah. One thing that's like super weird about graduating is that most people that I know that like graduated the same year as me or my class, it just didn't hit them yet. But for me, like, I was so busy thinking about the future and thinking about all these different things to a point where I I just knew it was gonna come. And also it wasn't like a really good graduation. I It was literally like through a Zoom call. I was at the mass. There was like a mass because it's a demon school. You have to go to the cults and whatever. Or yeah, I sing in a choir for my school. So I was at the recordings, so I kind of basically knew what was going on. So there was actually two sets of Zoom calls. One that was in the school, and we just sat down at our desks and watched through the thing. And I won an award, and I was meant to go up, but I didn't, because I don't want to embarrass myself. Yeah, I didn't actually expect to get an award for that. It was kind of cool. And then, what else? Oh yeah, when I got home at like 7 o'clock, I kind of wanted to stream. Like I was gonna plan a stream, but I was like, oh shit, I have to watch this math. Like they want to do like a whole big speech thing for all the teachers. Like I'll just go for the sake of it, you know. I'll go for the memories basically. And it was all right. Like I sang in it, so I knew what was gonna happen, and I knew basically the majority of the prayers and the chants or whatever that was in between. So yeah, I officially graduated. I am no longer a assumed child. I'm no longer a cute, funny, adorable schoolgirl. I am now a big, epic, cool MILF. We're getting there. We're gonna get there. My life goal is to become a sexy hot MILF. I'm messing. Okay. Yeah, so my plan is to... Enough about school life that doesn't exist anymore. It's a bit weird, but I'm kind of happy about it. But anyways, I'm gonna draw for character sheets. I think it's a pretty good template where I'm just gonna draw maybe like the full body, maybe a side profile, or them in like a different clothing. 'Cause for Chuya, she has like there's flashbacks for Ina where she would be in school in the context of it, like she would be in school. So I have the uniform. I don't even remember what the uniform looks like, honestly. It's been so long since I drew them. And then there's the her in her normal clothes or like her working clothes, 'cause she will be in them for the majority, and then like different facial expressions, and like maybe I'll point out major features for reference of likeness, I think. Oh, we got a viewer. I wonder who that is. Hello. I've been yapping my mouth for 5 minutes and I haven't started drawing. Ooh. But yeah. Chuya and Ina will do like 2 full bodies and then facial expressions and maybe like different clothing. Sounds good? Probably does. Ina. And then Chuya. I might add like little notes later for it. Pen. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. I prefer not doing black. I prefer like a gross muddy color when drawing these. So that's her head. Her shoulders. I don't really like drawing just straight up the body, like super still and stiff looking. Oh wait, I'm not gonna be able to fit the shoes. We're gonna have to make her head and entire body just smaller. Also, I still haven't gotten like the hang of like the idea of pixels. I know you can change it to centimeters, but I don't want to. I just... Okay. Head. Okay, we'll say this is where her feet end. Boop, 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 feet. Yeah, they're about shoulder distance. So there. That's her torso. And then this is hip area. And then joint. Why you giving me those eye emojis, huh? I see you. YouTube ain't got PogChamp. Yeah, YouTube never PogChamp. I just hope this isn't like all messed up and stuff, because I knew in some of my streams it was like and then I'm just like moving all over the place. YouTube ain't got PogChamp. No. YouTube not PogChamp. YouTube ain't got the PogChamp. Yeah. Body. This is the body. And then there's the legs. When you really think about it, you know, just like a little pencil. She's a cutting board. With a little bit of the hip, the badonk-a-donk. I think, yeah, one thing, I'm literally just thinking about all the like school memories recently, cause big flex, I graduated. I just remembered when we first had to draw like the body things, right? It was literally like you have to draw like 6 or 7 of these, and that just made me so angry. I was like, no, my body just looks weird. Let me just do what I want to do. Like, this is how I learned how to draw bodies. I think it just evolved like a fucking Pokemon, right? Where I just drew this, right? And then drew like the general flow, and then I kind of guessed from there. Yeah, I think it's like chest, and this was like that, and then I draw the joints in reference to them. That was, and then turned into this because it's more stable, I guess, and I can actually like tell what I'm doing. But my art teacher used to always freaking complain about how my sketches were always messy, and that because my art style, especially for realism, was always so messy, it never looked completed. And then my dad got kind of like pissy one day. He was just like, listen, you can't just like tell her, like, oh, your art's shit, because it's like, there's like little rubber erasers everywhere. Yeah, she has to learn how to draw properly to actually do what she wants to do, but you're not helping. If anything, you're making it worse. I remembered I used to always stay in for lunch to like practice my realism to a, like, and I wouldn't like leave until I knew for sure like this is the best I could do today. That's how motivated, because I didn't use guidelines. Yeah, I I just find that so bullshit. Like, I could understand if a teacher's like, okay, don't draw anime or don't draw like super cartoony, where to a point where it like is away from realistic art styles, because state examinations, the government wants these sets of art students to learn realism. I can understand that. And if I was allowed to, because I have pictures of my art project, I would show them, but I really liked them because it was realistic enough to like the standards of, yeah, that's good, but it's also not too realistic that it lacks emotions or lacks value, if that makes sense. Like sometimes forcing someone to do an art style, I feel like lacks it just kind of it lacks the blood, sweat, and tears of an artist. Sounds stupid, but I genuinely do believe that's how it is. Like this looks so shit. This looks like a fucking, what you call it, Sesame Street character chicken woman right now, but it's gonna look slightly better later on. Um, I might do. She doesn't really have very alternating clothes, other than like the other chapter. So I think I'll just do like side profiles because she has them a lot from what I remembered. Side profiles are kind of fun to do if it was like mainly a dude. I feel like side profiles become really difficult when it becomes like a woman, because you have to try and maintain that like very feminine features that don't, but sometimes it just doesn't, I don't know, show. Like nose is pretty easy because it literally is more, because men are like, whoa, while women are like this. Now I'm sounding like my art teacher. Gotta do this and do that. Oh yeah, I had two different art teachers while at school. For junior, I had like a really strict art teacher, which was the one I'm talking about earlier, but the one that I've had for my leaving cert basically, oh shit, basically did like nothing. And she blamed the pandemic for doing nothing, but there were like some girls that had her like since junior cert and was like, yeah, she has always done nothing. She's just using COVID as like a terrible excuse. Like, that's like the one thing I'm sometimes worried about is like my art got so much better because I had such a good art teacher. So imagine just having like a terrible one and like clearly needing I guess you can call like the help and the guidance and stuff. Her lips look a bit weird. That looks a bit weird, but I think I'll fix it later. Illustrator typically fixes those kinds of things. Oh yeah, I always have to draw like child hair because that's a major thing. I'll draw child hair like here. I won't do full body because it's literally like uniform. This looks like a big mess. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, oopsies. I accidentally pulled up my VC face thingy. Whoa, whoa. But yeah. I might add another face here. Sometimes with these character sheets, you kind of just go with the flow of, like, what you think is needed. For me, it's mainly, like, different expressions. Yeah, that was one thing that I was told a lot about in art class. Despite me not really drawing them in art class, I was always told that I was very good at drawing facial expressions. Especially in my junior cert. Okay, that's Ina sketch. I want to do like two just really quick. Kind of within the same format. Would be preferable. Uh-oh, her entire body's not gonna fit. Oh well. In fairness, her clothes change so much to a point where I'll just design them later on. Yeah, I might make a separate sheet. For clothing. Or like just have like a big collage for clothing. Make life just easier for me. What you call them? I know there's one artist that does them. I think they're called pin-up dolls, where he literally just gets marker and draws like a vague like silhouette of a woman in like whatever color, and then draw clothes over it. That seems pretty cool. Like I'll probably just literally do that. What? For the sake of differences and me not getting bored quick, I'm literally just going to draw the opposite way. Well, that looks a bit funky, but it's okay. So she'll probably draw the hairline. Oopsies. Did I draw her ears? No, I didn't. That's why it felt weird. There we go. When I was looking for my jersey, I found the sketch. Bro, like, of the cow? Like, the cow art trade? Yeah, I think I found that as well the other day. What you call it? Like, I remembered, that was ages ago. I think we were both like, oh my god, let's draw, like, girls in, like, cow whatever, or futannaries in, like, cow outfits. Cause it's New Year's or something like that, and it was, like, the year of the cow slash ox. And that was everyone doing it. Bro. That just gave me a flashback for when I was drawing it. I don't remember if I posted it or not. I think we like half finished it and then... No, I actually remembered. I think I did finish it. I think because I added like a bunch of like motifs and stuff like that. And little like designs. That's crazy. Lamau. Very Lamau indeed. Okay. So, we have this head. Oh yeah, I had one that was like technically looking down. I need space for the small child one. Stop that. No. Wow. My sketches look so... Well, my hand slipped there. Whoa. Okay, how many faces did I even do on the side? 1, 2, 3 on the side profile. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can generally work with this. Yeah. I think I went back. You think you went back? Yeah, I think I finished mine. Because I remember you sent me the picture of your sketch, and I was like, bro, that was sick. And I sent mine, and then I added like little like, what did I add? I think I add like little like splashes of milk as like a little like extra thing for like the background. I was just messing about, and I think like literally like in the corner it was like fresh food and milk. Yeah, the good old days. So yeah, we got the basics of these two sketches done. I don't like putting too much detail in my sketches because then they get like too messy then. Add a layer, lower this one a bit, and there we go. It becomes more workable. Side profile. Hang on, what day is it? It is Friday, yeah. This is gonna fuck up my VC face, but I need to take out my charger. How's my face doing? Okay. I really need to stop touching my face because I think it really just messes up the thing. Oh yeah, another thing I've been really liking is using this pencil, like sketchbook one. I don't know why, it just gives me, I don't know, it just has a nice, like, feel to it. I like it. Oh, oh. There we go. Look how good this is. So proud of me. Yeah, I also need to like zoom in all the time when I do line art. It's a very stressful process for me. Oh no, shit. That was very close to a very bad idea. Fuck it, it's a side profile. When was a side profile ever good? Nose is gonna bother me to death, but I'll fix it later. I'm trying to think of how the earring went again. Oh, should we do the manga in black or white or color? I kinda wanna try screen tone. It's whatever you feel like doing, dude, because I'll just send you the fully, like my fully like line art, and then I'll probably have like stuff like, for example, like certain shadows already like lined in lightly to kind of give a general direction of what it's gonna be like. It's generally up to you whether or not you want to do color or screen tone, or if you want, you can, like, typically like in a lot of mangas where it's like the first like 2 or 3 pages are colored, and then the rest are like black and white with the screen tones and stuff. It's really up to you, mate. Matey. Okay. Yeah. Yawn. I don't even know what time I went to bed up. Trying to think how her earrings went. See, the thing is, her earrings, I actually might just draw it. It's like a star and then like half a heart. You know, like those friendship things. But I just draw them squiggly all the time. And then I think I do it in some of the drawings, but not all. It kind of depends on the context or the time. But Chuya also has like the other half, but it's like the heart's on top. So Chuya's heart like falls here, and then the star. It just looks like diamonds, to be honest, or like gems. Next are so damn weird. How did our hair go? Exactly. Time to check my... Where's my goddamn gallery? Oh, my back cracked. Funky. Bro, where's my goddamn old art? This is annoying. Also, okay, found a like, I think it was like a pencil and watercolor thing. I think of, yeah. This music's so chill. Thank, thank God it's streamer safe. Oh, Lamau, I just got. Someone just sent me. something funny. Bro, it won't load. Never mind. Oh my god. Next, we're gonna do this one. That looks a bit too detailed. Oh well. For full bodies, I mainly try to keep it vague. Just simply because it's easier. Oh my god, I'm trying to think what their uniforms look like. This really gives like references to how long I haven't been drawing. At least them. Sometimes when I scroll through my gallery, I think, thank god I actually have a password on this. No, it's just a matter of time to find a drawing of them in their uniforms. I think if I remember correctly, it's literally just like a... Yep, found it. Ooh. sketchbook thingy. I just realized how small she looks when she wears a uniform. Lol. God. Yeah, that's looking alright. Okay. Lol, can't wait to color this. What am I even doing? Stop it. Jesus, I just realized how wonky the thing is. The shoulders. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I tried drawing the D at the side, but it didn't work. Aha. Why did I... Hey, that's looking pretty good. Bless me. I have hay fever. It's not epic. Let's see, how long have I been drawing for? 49 minutes. Epic. Why is her face looking so long in this one? Ah. I don't know. I don't know. No. She kind of looks like a frog in this. Whoa, that was a big whoopsies. No, that doesn't feel right. Whoop. Slightly better. Looks weird. Ina actually being, like, Ina looking happy or like extremely sad. Ina sketches done. Ugh. Well, line art slash sketch. And it's been 56 minutes on my clock. Well, if you take away the 5 minutes of me yapping. Yeah. That would be 50 minutes. We've been doing nearly an hour of drawing, which is very, very epic indeed. Now I need to find reference photos for Chua. Yeah, I found some. I actually am using this like 3-panel comic for reference. I don't know if... But yeah, ages ago there was a 3-panel comic that I posted like a really long time ago, and it was like basically Chuya and Ina. Ah, did I do that? I did. Ah. There we go. She and Ina are like very yin and yang is the only way I can like describe it. They also have very like contrasting palettes as well. So with stuff like concept art and stuff, it can look kind of nice. In the manga that I'm writing, uh, there's like several characters that I've already had stories and I already have like general ideas for how their manga slash doujins will work out, but they're all kind of like, I guess you can say it's like one massive friend group. So it makes for me at least makes things easier for writing, and I wouldn't have to think of new characters all the time. Yeah, but I literally got sidetracked. What you call it? There is another character that has like a complementary palette for, you know, like they're sisters. So their thing technically goes well together, as in like they blend in well for each other. That's what I'm trying to say. Wait, whoops! I sketched. I I drew on the wrong sketch, on the wrong layer. Oh no! Add. We'll just leave that one alone. It's alright. It's okay. Oh no. Let's see. Might draw. Oh, I nearly forgot about that. Well, let's draw that in. I'm just yawning today. Wow, I feel like I yawn a lot in my streams, and the thing is that I purposely eat a lot of things with like sugar, and like will give me a lot of energy for the stream. Like I literally ate like a whole ass donut, a whole. I ate like a Kinder Bueno. I ate a donut. I ate. What else did I eat? I also had a yogurt. Yogurt. Can't believe I sketched in the wrong layer. When I first designed Chuya, which is kind of funny, I wanted her to be like, I think in Japan, it's hard to pronounce it. Well, I find it hard to pronounce. Agaru? Agaru, yeah. Whatever. I wanted her to be one of those, like, garus that are, like, into cooking and stuff, because it's such a, like, common, like, comedic trope, I guess. It's like, haha, like, Chuya is the stupid one, Ina's the smart one, and they kind of develop from each other from that. Like, in fairness, Ina doesn't touch grass. Like, she needs to, like... Her face looking kind of weird right now, but we'll just leave it. Yeah, like... Despite... In her old... I just heard a car honk. In Chuya's old design, I wanted her to be a Galroot for the fact that, like, she wanted the life that Ina had, except, you know, more fitting to her aesthetic, while Ina wanted her more simple bakery kind of life. But then I realized, like, if they want the opposite, I don't know, I just didn't think it'd work. And then I thought, like, that would just make both characters sad all the time. Like, it'll make both of them want each other's lives, so... In the end, it would more like... be like they would be liking the idea of each other. Of each other's lifestyles, rather than liking each other as people. So I decided just to make... I guess Ina more, not Ina, Chuya, I guess more humble, I guess. Like, she still has, like, some level of the Garu accents, like she will wear, like, skimpy clothing and all that kind of stuff when she goes out, but, later on in the manga, and like as a person, she kind of has. They both show each other what they are really like, what they're like truly like to themselves later on in the comic. Like, yeah, I really like the idea of just having a lot of like character development and that like closing into each other, if that makes sense. I'm terrible at explaining things. But in one of the chapters, it shows that Chuya, despite her always having a very happy front, and even in flashbacks, like, she didn't have like the brightest or happiest childhood. Like, actually never. Like, it's only changed because of just by chance encounter with Ina as children, and that's how they became friends. And what else? I don't want to give too much away, but like they're very different people inside, Like, they even contrast themselves and they contrast each other outside and in. And the whole idea of like yin and yang, how it just works together, is what I really want to see with between these two characters. Like, there be all these like, I don't even know how to, like, because you know how like some people with their stories, they know how it's gonna end and they know how it's gonna start. It's the middle that they need to fill in. For me, it's like, I know there's scenarios. I know what I want them to like be in, and I know how the start goes, but like, I'm never 100% sure how the end will go, kind of thing. And I don't know. At first, I thought like, oh, at the end of the manga, you know, they show that they clearly care about each other, and they kind of open up to themselves and like accept who they are as people. But in fairness, that like ends up being kind of a short thing. I don't know. I never really, like, I don't want it to be okay. I like Komi-san and I haven't read all of it. I would prefer to read the physical copies, so I'm kind of saving up for that. But from what the majority of I read and what I've heard is that like it literally takes them so long for just a minor amount of like character development for Komi-san, for example. I kind of don't want that. I kind of want to show hints that there are character development like constantly, while in a manga like Komi-san, yeah, the whole point, like if she like got out of it quickly, got out of that social anxiety quickly, then that's the end of the manga. In fairness, but I guess I guess I just want to see it, like, you want to see it develop lively. Like, you can go back a few chapters and see how you see, like, how you perceive them differently. Because it is like two narratives. That's the one thing I also really like about, um, like, for example, shows. I really like when they tell two narratives instead of just one the whole way. A lot of I watch a lot of American Horror Story, and I've also recently finished the first season of Ratchet, Nurse Ratchet, and I just like the idea of how there's two perspectives. Like, literally, there was like a point where in the Nurse Ratchet scenes where there was literally like the screen is split, and you see two characters going along with their lives, and they're just happening to bump, or like there's a situation and there's like a whole climax. Literally, in one of the chapters that I wrote, I wanted to do something exactly like that, where there's a constant juxtapose between these two people's lifestyles. So when I thought about making the characters, I wanted them to be like super different. Like, looking at Chuya and then looking at Ina, they both give like very different vibes. And the fact that their palettes are very contrasting also makes me very excited to see uh, things like that. I'm all over the place today. but yeah. But yeah, you get me. I literally explained the plot of my manga in the most confusing way possible. But yeah, summary: once upon a time, you have a sad bitch like Ina, and then a happy bitch like Chuya, and then they realize that they're both happy and both sad sometimes, and they just gotta accept that they can be shit people, and sometimes they gotta accept that they love others, and they have to learn how to love themselves. Is one big thing that I really wanted to like be in the manga, is that they're gonna have to like learn to accept. Because even for other characters that I have, for example, Ina's friends within the manga, right now I had them in the script that I have them as friend 1 and friend 2. Um, if I remember correctly, friend 1 is the very like shy, timid, quiet one, and then friend 2 is like the fucking smart ass, big mouth. Like, she just points out a lot of shit just to like annoy people, is basically her thing. Uh, but yeah, for example, I already have. Actually, friend 1 from Ina was the very first character I made out of this like entire series. I literally made friend 1 before Ina and Chuya, and she had a name and all, and she actually went through multiple name changes because I'm extremely inconsistent. Um, but like she has an extremely traumatic past, and I literally want to make her into like a black and white visual novel like Rempi game. That's what I want to like, because I want to like display and introduce all these characters in unique ways. And I thought of Ina and Chuya first because I already had an idea for a story, but it never really like involves the reader. You can't really self-insert with the reader. You're kind of watching on an outside perspective, while people like, for example, Friend 2, in some of the games or some of the manga that I want to write, you are self-inserted. Like, it's self-inserted and it's sometimes you are playing as that character. But what you call it? Yeah, but for example, friend 1. Literally her name is Elizabeth, but she has like such an extreme past and she has to come to terms with that. I just really like the idea of like major character development. That's just what I like. I like seeing my characters suffer with social anxiety and mental illness, and having to accept that. I'm a bit cruel, am I, to these imaginary characters. Deep. It's just Big Booba and Small Booba banging in a bakery. Yeah, that is one of the scenes. But, like, I don't know. I don't want it just to be, like, them fucking all the time. I don't know. That's, like, the one thing that kind of, like, threw me off at writing sometimes because I had to, like, think of filler scenarios of them just doing it. And I was like, wait, that doesn't even make sense. Like, there was one part of a chapter where it mainly focuses on Ina, and she tries like doing stuff to herself, like she tried banging herself. That's the best way I can say it without YouTube getting mad at me. But then I realized like how unnatural it is. Like Ina's kind of self-loathing to herself. Like she kind of hates herself, but she doesn't want to show it. And I can kind of like the idea of her like having very romantic scenarios with Chuya does seem a bit more realistic. Like the whole idea of her having to accept another thing that she doesn't like about herself is another thing. She doesn't want to like Chuya. Well, Chuya makes it seem like she never had like a problem in her entire fucking life. But I don't know if you read it or if I even still have it. Now I have depression. I don't know if you read the part, but I think there was a part where like there's a flashback where Chuya like gets beaten up by a bunch of school bullies, and uh, Ina and her sister were the only people willing to help her, and was the only people that like showed kindness. Clearly, like I didn't mention Chuya's parents. I don't think ever in the manga. I don't think in the script or in any drafts, because I wanted to make it seem like Chuya was always alone. That's a little thing I wanted to keep in detail. That was a little detail that I didn't like fully point out. Her parents are very absent, while and also Ina clearly doesn't have a mother. Uh, it's revealed more in Sayuri's, Ina's sister's background, where this and that happened to the mother, and that's why Sayuri has. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, also, yeah, that's an actual major thing that I didn't even talk about. A lot of the mothers, whether they're alive or dead, most of them are actually dead. A lot of the mothers that are dead in the in all these girls' stories, I think there's like 7 girls altogether. Their mothers are more likely died from illness, or more likely died from giving childbirth, like, and then because, and some of them are actually Futanari. Like, Elizabeth's mother was Futanari, and those genetics were passed on. And also, she, like, hallucinates about her mother as well. I don't 100% know. Well, I haven't really, like, fully thought about it, but I know, like, Sayuri keeps it very locked away, is what I kind of want. Like, I really want Sayuri to, like, make it. She's kind of like the second mother out of the whole thing, but she's extremely unappreciative in that. Like, the only person that does kind of appreciate her, I guess, is Ina. Because, who else is gonna thank her? Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I guess themes or kind of, like, little things about the characters. And my thought process is generally, like, all over the place when making these characters. Like, literally, I sit down. For example, I look at Chuya and I just kind of have this massive list on the top of my head that I just kind of, like, I just know. Or, like, sometimes with the names, like, I just kind of, like, scroll forever on my phone for different names. And just kind of be like, I just see when I'm like, yeah, that seems right. Like, that describes that person perfectly. Or, that goes well. You know what I mean? I think with Chuya, I think I picked the name for Chuya because it was supposed to show. I think it was a general, like, thought of how Chuya seems like such a pure person. Like, yeah, she's lewd, but she doesn't really realize it. She's clueless in, like, an innocent way. I think that was also revealed in some of the chapters already. But, like, as innocence can go, it can also get corrupted. So there's always this constant fear with Chuya, with especially social interactions. I think there's specifically a certain part in the most recent chapter I wrote, which is ages ago, by the way. I think that was back in February, where I think, like, Chuya hints to Ina that she doesn't really feel right, and Ina knows it as well. Ina doesn't feel right about the situation. Why is her head so tilted? Gonna have to make the neck thicker. That looks alright. Wait, did I draw her eyebrows? Yeah, I did. With Chuya, she displays, like, some signs of, like, social anxiety. And, like, she constantly tries to push herself away from like social awkwardness or anxiety and like interacting with people, and literally most of that is generally sourced from the bullying, like literally for the fact that no one has ever really helped her other than Chuya. Just shows that she's only comfortable with Ina. Yeah, Chuya is only comfortable with Ina and Sayuri, which is also why Chuya actively is always around either Sayuri or Ina, but because there is a time where there was literally like Ina's never there, Sayuri was kind of like a fill-in. Cause yeah, there's just a lot of random little details that I overthink about, but I don't know, I'm happy that I think about them. My brain is literally so scattered. Cause I'm trying to remember, but I'm also trying to like think as well. Why does she look sad again? I want her to look angry. It's her eyebrows. Yeah, eyebrows do convey the emotions a lot. What was I saying? Can you tell I haven't streamed in a while? Cause I am going all over the place. This is the exact same as what happened when I first time streamed. I was telling like 10 different stories at the same time and trying to make, like, I was trying to like make like 50 different points about something because I just remember things so unnecessarily. Like right now, I'm thinking about school, but I'm also thinking about the plot of Ina, and I'm also thinking about should I write more later, and what should I write about, and should I even like mention it? I don't know. I feel like Chuya wouldn't be able to be taken seriously if she was angry. Like, I think people would just laugh at her if she actually got angry. That sounds, I sound so mean. Yeah, my character is so stupid that so many people don't really take her seriously. And with that, she has developed severe anxiety disorders. Cool. Welcome to my TED Talk, guys. Bum bum bum. Ba ba da bum. Oh yeah, the music is super distracting for me. Like, cause I listen to it over and over again while drawing. There's also another one that I listen to, which is the Minecraft one, and uh, literally it's like Minecraft lo-fi remix. And literally, when I listen to it, I'm just going bum 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 instead of just drawing. Let's see. This looking pretty chill. Ba-ba-da-bum. I like how literally this manga in general was meant to start off as a doujin, but now it's gone to like a full blown manga, which I'm actually personally, for me, I'm kind of a bit more happy about that. I still want to write doujins. I literally have a general idea for one, which introduces Sayuri and her love interest Hanako more, and they're both Futanari. But it also like it shows that uh Sayuri could be a very like fucking angry person. Like by page 3, she's already like pissed off. Yeah, but I definitely want to get Yeah, my priorities is a bit of the manga first when it comes to writing these. I already have like general ideas. Like I had a whole like idea page for Elizabeth or Liz's game where it shows her backstory, and then it also shows that like she comes along these quote unquote monsters that she hallucinates. But like I want I want Ina and Chuya to be kind of like the setting of everything. Like you read through the story and you see these characters for how they are on the outside, but then within its individual separate, I guess, sister material, you get to see more darker or more interpersonal side of these characters. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped for it. And I just really hope that I actually do get into the college that I want. That's also another major thing. For the reason of being that if I do end up getting into the college that I want, I'll like definitely be able to like make make games that I really envision. If that makes sense. You should redraw pages or draw new ones and then send me the files. Yeah, that's literally no problem. I definitely want to redraw a lot of them because of I had to constantly switch between what you call it. When I first draw the opening, right? When I first draw the opening, I did it all in traditional, and I think chunks of chapter 1 and 2 were also all in traditional. So I went on to GIMP and I tried scanning the pages, but because I don't know about it's probably like the ink quality of my stuff and like the pencils and all that kind of stuff on the page specifically, that it was very uneven, and then it looked lower quality than I actually wanted it to be. Excuse me. And uh, then I go on. And then I went on Fire Alpaca for the other pages, but they were like so low quality, and I didn't even use the dojin or the manga, whatever you call it, the comic. I think it's called literally called comic. It's called the comic format, so I should use that. I know in some pages I used it, and in some pages I didn't. So I really need to like stick to a format. And there's still other things that I need to learn how to do, but that's kind of like an easy look up and then take notes on. Wow, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I've literally have been non-stop talking for an hour and a half. Fantastic. But yeah, I think when it comes to sketches, or the liner and sketch. Wait, I want to look at this one. Okay, that was just the layering. But yeah, I might just leave the character pages like this because I don't think I have the actual like official palette that you and me made on the what's it called? Back then, because that was literally back in like January/February. Yeah, I think manga wise, I think we worked on it for a good like 2 months. I forgot what exactly like. I knew I was on online school during like the peak of making it, like during the like main process. Like I know I did majority of the writing during online classes. Like drawing after school. I'm trying to think like oh, it was literally going back into school physically. I think was what made me stop drawing so often. And then I didn't post on Twitter for ages, I think as well. Oh, hang on. Oopsies. I was meant to leave the music on, but I was gone for a hot minute because food. Food and, well, the preparation of dinners. You know it's 1 o'clock. Let me see. I might try and like neaten this up a little bit off camera, so at least I could. I also need to take my meds. So yeah, that's the end of it. Thank you for staying, my epic artist partner. Jesus, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Epic. Yeah, so I will probably sort out this stuff more. Yeah, I'll probably like sort out okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look over all the old pages because I have them all in one file. So I'll look through all of them and then I'll probably more likely trying to think. I'll probably have them the way that I usually have with a lot of references where they're open in one file at the top of the Firepacker and then send them to you. Epic? Very epic. Yeah. I'm just trying to think when I should start because I have exams in like several days, like say examinations, so I might try and get the opening finished. Get the opening finished because that's only a few pages, and then I'll probably start chapter 1 after examinations. Yeah. Let's turn off this music. Nope. Ooh, that wasn't meant to do that. Is that me? Yeah. Oh wait. Bye.